They are 2-2 in the bubble. Turnaround, George off the rim. Carmelo Anthony with the board. Damian Lillard, his numbers were getting physical with Nurkic, and he hits on the pull-up.
Paul George just plays the game at his own pace. You can't speed him up. Guys like Damian Lillard and Steph Curry have changed the game just with the extent of their range.
Zubac attacking the rim.
Nurkic leaned a little bit to try to get some help on Paul George, and Zubac's able to keep and go to the basket.
Offensive foul off.
Pretty good defense there by Reggie Jackson, giving away a lot of size. Reggie's always been a pretty good defender in the post. Better in the post than on the perimeter, but he's a big... That's really interesting, and I would have liked to have seen that. If they go straight by position, obviously Carmelo Anthony, but Zach Collins may be a little bit more mobile.
Rebounded by Zubac. Clippers are 46-22. Too high for Zubac, and the toss away. On the others
can become great screeners because the guys guarding them on the screen don't want to take their body off the shooter to help on the cut.
Splash for Paul George. JaMychal Green, who just checked in, snags the rebound. Lou Williams was in on the previous stoppage. Green shot it well the other night. It continues. JaMychal Green from downtown.
And the Blazers 2-3 zone on the baseline out of bounds.
George, corner pop. Rebound, Hezonja couldn't grab it, Nurkic does.
Yes, I like Paul George when he gets smaller guy on him like he had with Trent. He doesn't try to do too much. He's a great shooter. He just balances up. He knows he can get the shot up, and you got to get your hands out of there.
Lillard to the cup, and it rolls out. 22-17 Blazers. George, kick. Green, oh, he's feeling it. JaMychal Green, a straightaway trip. Whoa. Bill Walton in attendance. McCollum missing from the outside.
Bill Walton still a hero in Portland in that 1977 championship team. Coached by Jack Ramsey, Bill Walton per game, and he's already 2 for 2 today.
It's been amazing to watch his development so quickly. Paul George, silky smooth on the jump shot.
It's incredible. He's now 25 of 38 from three-point range in the bubble.
Wenyen Gabriel jars it loose. It's a 2-on-1. Upstairs, Simons! Skywalker!
Again, blitzing that pick and roll on Paul George and creating a turnover.
And the Blazers up by 4. Clippers turn it over off the handy.
Their three-point shooting has been astounding. 9 for 15 today.
Paul George answers with a triple.
Shots. This front line is as big and as good as any in the league.
Off the scramble, Paul George gets inside for 2. They balanced each other out, 12 points apiece. George on a fadeaway. Rebound, Zubac.
In real time at game speed with NBA players.
Williams cut off. Paul George hangs. And he draws the foul. George.
They don't have 2 of their top 4 scorers today, and they've got 63 points with 3 minutes to go in the first half.
No Kawhi Leonard, back-to-back. Clippers will play the Nets tomorrow. Leonard expected to play in that one. Battle for it, loose ball foul. George got frustrated after Trent left calf strain. Drive. Lillard missed it. Clippers still waiting for Montrezl Harrell. Could return to the NBA campus early next week. George, rebound. Morris, pump and tag. Home court. 1 out of 2 for McCollum. And the Portland lead is 6. Biggest lead has been 10 for the Blazers. George, drive and kick. Jumper doesn't go for Morris. Rebounds, had a rebound for Morris. And a 10-second difference, shot clock to game clock. George hangs. He's got it. Paul George. Paul George through traffic, switching hands, can't convert. Rebound tracked down by Melo. Morris the pull-up. Offensive board, Zubats, reload, George, deep ball, he cans it, a three.
See, that's a dip.
Lillard leaves it, Collins, pirouettes. It's off the mark. Cleared by George. High screen, Zubats. George, the penetration, the fadeaway is short. Nets remaining on their schedule. Shamet is not shooting the ball with confidence. George intercepts.
In this iteration of the Portland Trailblazers, which they didn't get to play with until they got to the bubble, this iteration is the best of those teams fighting for the 8th spot.
Agreed.
By quite a bit. Had they had Nurkic and Collins all years back, and that is helping him shoot the ball at a very high level.
George takes it away from Collins. Clippers with a chance to tie or take the lead. That was for the lead. George missed it. Shamet for George. Clippers down by a deuce. George on the drive, stripped.
He has not handled the blitzes really well, but when he's one-on-one, it's awfully tough to stop you.
Yeah. George squares and connects from the corner.
He goes down and he's slow getting up and he's throwing his arms up at the officials. That one, to me, you've got to get up off the floor.